Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Monday, November 20th, 2017 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I get to choose which power frequency I embody. And this is so important. We are finishing up Sun in Scorpio. In fact, today is technically the last full day of Sun in Scorpio as the Sun will shift into Sagittarius in the evening on Tuesday. Pacific time. It's like 7-something p.m. Pacific time that the Sun will shift into Sagittarius. So we're at the final degrees, 28 degrees. 28 degrees is 10 energy, and 10 energy does take us into our worth, but it also connects us to our earthly, physical, present process. It's also 1 energy, which is new beginning energy. And so this is like taking a stand. Taking a stand in our power, rooting in to who we know we are, choosing that frequency of power that we know that we are, rooting and grounding into it so that we can really grow and take aim into this next height, these next lessons with the Sun into Sagittarius. I have to mention, he was totally quiet before I start recording, and then as soon as I record, he's like, I have things to say. Let me tell you the songs of my people. Let me share all the cat wisdom. So, cheers to mahalo. All right, so besides finishing up Sun in Scorpio over the next 2 days, day and a half, we have the Moon in Sagittarius. Moon in Sagittarius finishing up the process today. And Moon in Sagittarius is connecting to Mercury and echoing that Mercury message of keep reaching for the light. Keep finding the silver lining. Keep finding the gold lining. Keep finding the good, the joy, the lesson. Keep seeing why these adventures, experiences, I don't know which format we want to frame these energies that we've been going through, but find out why these adventures and experiences have been showing up for you. What are they there to teach you? How are they asking you to grow and expand? Sagittarius is about expanding your horizons, among, other things. So just note this last week, which was pretty intense, was here to expand your horizons and help you get that greater perspective, that eagle perspective that we have been shooting for during this Scorpio time. So, Moon in Sagittarius today connects to Mercury to begin the process. That's also a 10, new beginning, knowing the worth of these things that have shown up, knowing the worth of reaching for the light. It's so interesting. I keep looking at my The Universe Has Your Back card, which says, my fearless freedom lights up the world. And there's that light, like reaching for that light. But when I read it at first, I imposed what I thought it should say on it. And I was like, my fearless frequency lights up the world. And that's where the frequency part came in. It's like, oh no, there's a frequency. There's a frequency to be grasped here. And as that Moon and Mercury connect, grasp that frequency. Connect to that frequency. Take aim to that frequency if you're not able to grab it. No, this is where I'm going. Up, up, and away to infinity and beyond. This is the direction I'm moving in, and I know I'm going to get there through all these lessons. All right, so Moon conjunct Mercury. Just one last thing with that. I do think that this is going to be an uplifting connection, but just notice, we still have a lot of Scorpio going on. Notice where your mind goes with it. I do have these 2 cards. I have the sorrow and the guilt cards. So you may have some emotions surfacing. You may have some mental jargon surfacing in and through this. That's okay. Feel to heal it, process it, and then keep moving onward. It's never bad that these things come up. It's a sign that you're willing, you're ready to witness it, and do that. Willingly witness what is coming up. Be present with it. Anytime mental energy and emotional energy connects, it can have interesting results. And this may be part of it. So process it. And that may also connect to Moon, connecting to Chiron. Moon will square Chiron energy. So Chiron energy likes to heal things. Chiron is at 24 degrees, so this is some balance. And so part of the balance is going through those lessons so that you can reach this next point, this new beginning that we're at this threshold with, because we're still in this new moon energy from that new moon in Scorpio early on Saturday morning. That new moon energy, carves out a nice little piece, and we're still in that. We're still like, oh, here we go. We're going to grow. We're going to build. We're going to expand. I'm so Sagittarius today. Okay. Speaking of nice new beginnings, Fool energy, we have the moon in Sagittarius connecting to Uranus. Insight coming in. This is 25 degrees. That's 7 energy. So some spiritual insight may be coming in. I feel like overall this is a very exciting, impulsive energy. I have funny cards. I have such funny cards today. I have patience in reverse. So, hey, yay, patience in reverse. I don't think we're going to have to be that patient as we're moving in this new direction, the Fool, as long as we're willing to process these old things that are coming up. But I also have slow down in here. So it's like, no, you don't have to be patient. Take those steps. Go in that direction. Honor that inspiration that's coming in as the moon, fiery moon in Sagittarius, connects to electrical Uranus in Aries, fiery Aries. But Fool's rush in. Go slow. Take it slow. Listen to your body. Connect into your body. That's a really important Uranus lesson, to be grounded in. And that's really when you will get the greatest, best messages, when you really are grounded and connected to yourself to receive them. Also in alignment with that is the moon in Sagittarius connecting to Saturn. What time's that going to come? That's going to be right around 4:26 p.m. Pacific time. So Saturn is like, responsibility. You need to show up for yourself. You need to show up for the light, just as much as you need to show up for this stuff. This connection is 26 degrees. That is 8. So it's this double, how are you showing up message as the moon connects to Saturn. Now Saturn can feel heavy, so it may kind of dull your like, yeah, I'm reaching for the good feeling for a minute. Keep showing up. Just because the responsibility can feel heavy doesn't mean that it necessarily has to. I think a lot of times responsibility feels heavy when we are taking on others' responsibilities, when we are taking on world responsibilities. So that heaviness may be a sign you gotta let it go. This guilt, sorry, there's a truck going by and I have my windows all open. This guilt may be because you're feeling guilty about putting down other people's burdens. And that moon conjunct Saturn is like, they have to learn those lessons. Your responsibility is showing up for yourself. That is the truth. It is just about you showing up for yourself. And it's not that we don't help others, we don't work with others. We absolutely do. But you're not here to carry the weight of their energy, the weight of their burden. So there may be a little bit of that coming up. Show up for yourself. What does that mean for you? Moving on, moon will shift into Capricorn at 11:14 p.m. Pacific time. So we'll get more into that moon in Capricorn, but moon in Capricorn just keeps reiterating that message. How are you showing up for your process? How are you showing up as we finish up this Scorpio lesson? How are you showing up to last or bring forth any of these shadows, any of these other things that need to be processed? This is just a really powerful time to process and shift. Now I want to mention we have Venus moving into connection with Pluto. Venus is in Scorpio, so this is another intense connection. Not bad, it's a sextile, so that's great. My message with this as it's building, because you may feel your Shakti rising, you may feel some amorous feelings come up with this. Let love be the, I have a word here, and I don't know what that word is. Wow. But let love be the driving force behind your amor. That really is, that to me is like the power frequency, the fearless power frequency that we want to light up the world with. You have to choose what yours is, but notice those feelings may be surfacing. We are also building into Neptune going direct this week. Wednesday, actually, Neptune is going direct. So some old karmic things may be coming up. This may be connected to some of this guilt and sorrow that is happening, and that's, being left behind so we can begin this new path. So just be aware, if these things are coming up, yeah, good, work it, work this energy. Let's leave that old stuff behind. Let's move on to the new lessons, because always lessons. All right, to finish up, Sacred Power card. I love this. I have the Change card. New beginnings bring challenges. Adapt to your surroundings. Like the wind, the universal spiral symbolizes change and growth. The spiral is a sacred symbol that reflects the universal pattern of growth, evolution, the goddess, fertility, and life force energy. Just like the changing seasons, new life is formed after a period of hibernation. Plants know when to shed parts of themselves, dropping their leaves, branches, and seeds at precise moments. Their natural rhythm is synchronized with the environment. Walking down the road of change allows you to see where you have been and where you are going. This perspective can be confronting, but one needs to recognize past issues and mistakes to make better choices. These learning experiences require you to let go and surrender to your own divine will. Beginnings are also often described as painful endings. Accepting your current position in life can offer powerful realizations about your current circumstances. Focus on life changes now. If you insist on making a decision, be patient, take it slow, and seek professional advice to secure solid foundations before the final phase. Right now, change is in the air. You're moving quickly into the new cycle of your life. This acceleration may feel uncomfortable at first, but it is essential for your progression. Being uncomfortable allows your soul to expand and grow, surrender, and let go of any fears that you have surrounding the change required. I hear so many noises going on. The change required to ensure smooth transition. Adapting to your new surroundings may take some time. Relieve any anxiety by removing your resistance to universal flow. When the winds of change slow down and the dust begins to settle, reflect on how far you've come. Cats are really being crazy right now. So, affirmation. I move through life with ease, reflecting on each learning experience with love, understanding. I surrender my fear to the universe. I surrender my fear to the universe with freedom. Yes, yes, yes. I just finished this at 1:11 p.m. Yes, yes. And my whatever percentage of battery is 77. So yes to all of it. All right. So come join us in LA, me and Niki, for our Gaia GPS workshop. I'm really excited to dive into the Astro of 2018 with you. Through that, you can find that on the Gaia Blooming website under events. Book a reading. I'm about to put out my monthly reading thing for 2018. So if you're interested in that, check that out. I'm going to try to get that up today. We'll see. Book another reading if you want any other kind of reading. I'll see you tomorrow. The better it gets, and there is enough love in the world for you. Namaste.